Just a disclaimer, these videos are a collective opinion based on statistics, PvP advantages, and general character abilities. There is no wrong character. If you enjoy a character, then there's nothing wrong with playing it. I implore you all to try out each character I review and form your own opinions on them. And now onto the video. Hello everybody, thank you for choosing this video. And today I have something that has been requested for a pretty long time on my channel. I've seen it from one of my first few videos, the Nakamaska. I think that's how you say it, Nakamaska. I don't know anything about this character. I've never played it. I don't really know what it's about, but I heard the status effects are pretty good from the comments. From the get-go, it looks pretty cool. I like how it has 4 wings. I think that's pretty cool. Kinda reminds me of the Urzik a little bit, just with the mask and the eyeballs, but that's besides the point. This is a tier 4 flyer, so I will be a little bit picky with how I talk about these stats, but I won't be too bad. I won't be too bad with it because it is not a tier 5. As I said before, tier 3s and 4s are usually the best for flyers. It's kind of like the sweet spot where they do enough damage and they're heavy enough, but they're not super slow. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Starting right off, the health is 3,400, which compared to other tier 4 flyers seems to be on the lower side. Yeah, it seems to be on the lower side health-wise for tier 4s, just from what I'm seeing. It's not awful, but it's definitely not high. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. Our damage is 270. That seems pretty good for what we are. It looks like that damage kind of makes up for the health. It is on the higher side for a tier 4 flyer. It's 270, which isn't awful. Definitely not the worst there can be, but also not the best. It's okay, I guess. We have a 60 stamina, which for a flyer, that is very, very concerning. Compared again to other flyers, they're usually near the hundreds. Usually want them near the hundreds, and this this has a 60 stamina total, so that is going to be a little scary for me. Flyers, I always want to have a little bit more stamina because you do have that takeoff chunk that comes out whenever you do fly into the air. It depends on how fast this is, how hard that's gonna hit us, but we'll see. We weigh 2,600 pounds. It is again on the lower side. So the weight isn't the lowest it could be, but it's also not near the highest for a tier 4 flyer. So far, all these stats just kind of seem okay. Not particularly good. They're a little scary for me. This is a little scary. The growth time is only 40 minutes, so that's 20 minutes with satiation. We are a carnivore, but because we can fly, it should be easier for us to find corpses, so hopefully that'll be okay. Primary stats look pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. He's like a little scary. Our walk sprint. I fly is 33, which again isn't it's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's our fly is just 33 is not near the highest. It's not terrible, but compared to the Jetta Bean, which my biggest issue was with how slow it flew, that is still not the best. And because our stamina is very low for a flyer, paired with that okay-ish fly speed, that's gonna be scary too. I'm already not really liking what I'm seeing, I'm not gonna lie. We have a 20 takeoff multiplier though, so that's good. We have a 30% fly sprint multiplier, which is also pretty good. Hopefully that'll make up for that 33 fly speed. Our sprint seems pretty fast though. And now let's look into the passive effects, which I think is what this character is about, which I think is why the stats are a little low. We have a 50% block on poison, and that is very good because if you get enough stacks on poison, it disables your stamina regen, and we already do not have the best stamina to begin with, so our regular stamina regen is 3, which is a little good. It's on the better side, but it's good that we have that poison block. We have climber, which is awesome. That means we can climb on walls and stick to ceilings and stuff. That should help us try to get some kills if we're being slick with it. We have a first strike, which is 30, which means we have a damage boost when we're above a certain health percentage, which should help that damage because it's not crazy good. It's just kind of okay. We have a 2.5 bleed attack with a 0.6 bite cooldown. Okay, now I see. It's coming together. It's coming together. 0.6 bite cooldown is very, very good. That's pretty quick. We have that first strike and that decent bleed stack. Bleed is a very good ailment to give because it disables health regeneration if you stack it enough, and that is going to be great. And then we have a 2 poison attack, and like I said before, poison slows down stamina regen. So if we stack that enough for somebody, they will have a hard time running away if we get them low enough, and that should help us secure a kill. So that is great. That stack is also pretty good, especially with our bite speed. We have Iron Stomach, which means we can eat rotten food, which is perfect and beautiful. There's nothing bad about Iron Stomach. We have a 30% block on burn and a 30% block on bleed. And we're going to need that bleed block because our health is already, it's not bad, but it's not too high. And our actives, we have Ambush, which means we can consume more stamina to run quicker. Our sprint is already pretty decent, so that's going to be great. And we have a 25% life leech. That is great. That percentage isn't too crazy or anything, but life leech is kind of what this character needs, I think, because it's not very defensive. The weight is pretty low. Your health is okay, but not crazy. The only really good defenses you have are those blocks that you have. So life leech is going to help us a lot. From what I can see so far, this character is kind of meant to pick on things because we do stack a lot. Our bite speed is really quick, but our fly speed is not super quick. I'll have to see how that plays out in game because that multiplier might save that from that base fly speed, but it looks like it's just meant for ailment stacking and biting really quick and being really obnoxious, because once we do stack our ailments, they cannot regen their stamina quick and they cannot regen their health. So this seems like an overtime killer, like something that you're meant to kind of be really annoying with. Alright, Nakamaska, nocturnal and solitary, emerge at night for hunting, seldom seen in groups except when caring for their young. Their hunting style mirrors that of owls or vultures, silently hovering over prey before delivering a lethal strike with their long talons. That's pretty cool. This is based after vultures and stuff, which I understand. They're scavengers. We have that iron stomach. We have that sort of attack where we need to pick at things over time, so I think that's pretty cool. And now on to looking at the differences. Ooh. Males just don't have these, like, what is this, hair? Tentacles? I couldn't tell you. They do have a little beard though, which is adorable. Males have beards and ladies have whatever this is. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. And I think we're gonna start. Okay. We're like smooth and so cute. I love babies. Yeah, so as I said, the sprint speed is pretty good. Pretty dang good. Alright, so there's a windstorm right now, which means we fly super fast, which is great. Dude, right here. I'm just gonna go to the migration zone, kind of speed up this growth time, and we should be good. I don't think the server is very full, so I might need to switch when I become an adult. Alright, and this is our flight speed without the wind buff. It's pretty decent. It's not bad. I think that sprint multiplier really helps this go without sprinting. This is just the base flight. That stamina though is not too good. Luckily we do get regen when we're gliding though. But that's pretty cool. I teamed up. Ooh, pretty. I like this. It looks pretty cool. Oh, the tail though. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. I can't even lie. I like the way it looks. Very pretty. Do I know you? Do I know you? I don't think I do. Who is this? I don't know who this is. They're just shaking their rump at me. Oh, it's my friend. Oh, my bad. Oh. Oh, the damage. The damage. There. Oh, they do so much. Oh, he left though. Not even an adult yet. I think I'm stupid. Oh. Oh my god, they're doing so much damage to me. Oh my gosh, how are they doing this? Dead. I should say dead. Your stats are gonna kill me. At least this thing does not take 10 years to, grow. This sucks. This sucks. Problem with this is I can't really escape to anywhere because I can't go invisible. I can't really go in water or anything. So I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of cooked in that situation. We would have just kept coming back. Hey, I'm a teen again. The bad thing about small servers is if there's KLSers, they kind of just target you because there's no one else to go to. So I'm kind of scared, like I'm paranoid. I haven't seen him in a while though. Oh. My back is too big. I definitely think this creature is made more for bigger enemies. Just because I have that quick bite speed, which means I should like stay near them for a while. Not just like air combat where you pick at each other. That's just me though, I might be wrong. I also can't really use life leech that well if I can't like have a big thing to bite at. Is that? Cora! That guy's over there biting at a Cora. That Cora can just get one bite and his wings will get shredded though. Alright, I'm gonna get into a bigger server now that I'm like almost 100 and try to get some kills in. I'm not very confident in how I'm gonna do this, but I'll certainly try. Oh, or Roblox will just not let me join stuff. That's cool too, I guess. Alrighty. Let's see how quick we die, because this does not seem the type of creature I'm very good at. So don't take my skills as this creature, okay? Just don't. I'm not the best. We'll try though. I'll try. I'll sure as heck try. Okay, so I'm seeing like, oh, getting a lot of lag. First of all, jeez. Maybe I shouldn't go near Oasis. I think like the whole server is over here. Lord, jeez, that's crazy. Oh, I'm still lagging. What the heck? What's going on? Gosh, if I die, I'm lagging so bad. Whatever is over in Oasis is like not good. That or I need to just wait for my set to load in. But as I was saying, there's mostly flyers at Oasis, and that is kind of concerning for me because I kind of want something big and slow like Calds maybe, but they have that burn defense and I don't think I'm going to be able to combat that, especially with how crazy their health is. Oh my gosh, a core just spawned over my head. What the hey? Not loaded in yet. I'm scared. That thing has a grab, so I'm not even going to try to get that. Or it has a tail whip. There's so many things I shouldn't go for. I'm scared. Jeez. Thought they fixed the loading times. Nobody over here. Seems they're all in Flower Cove and Oasis from what I'm seeing. And I don't think I can go near Oasis with that. How many people are there? It's lagging so bad. Yeah, it's like empty anywhere else. I don't quite like this. What is that? Spider. Where did it go? Oh, it has a burrow. Well, that's not good for me. I'll have to zoom in to see how much damage I've done on that, but... Oh, my friend Muffin's here. Maybe I can 1v1 him. Alright, Muffin's here. Saving the day. He's gonna 1v1 me because these servers are just so laggy. I don't know why. I'm gonna 1v1 Muffin, and we'll see those numbers without the hassle of getting ganged up on for attacking the wrong person. So that's gonna be great. All right, I'm also on a private server, so that lag is gonna be gone finally. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. I'm gonna invite him just so he can see where I am. I don't know what that is. It's the same tier as me though. All right, I'm gonna try to fight this. I'm scared. He's like really low to the ground. Oh, I do 99 damage, 96 damage to him. Oh, he can grab. Oh wait, we're in the same pack. I just realized. Gosh, that burn. Gosh, it hurts. He's gonna be able to kill me so easy. Oh my gosh, this is not a good choice. He can grab, I didn't know that. Gotta wait, I'm trying to wait for my life leech to come back. Here we go. Don't kill me, no! Oh, look how slow I am, that's ridiculous. so dead. Stamina's too bad. How much stamina do I need? Oh my gosh. Not good, not good. Alright, they're gonna play a fell. I'm not sure if I can do this because I suck at air PvP. I don't like this. I don't like this style of PvP. Oh my gosh. Blind me. Here's that stamina again. Being really annoying. Oh, Jesus. The stamina is... the stamina. Oh, the stamina. Oh god, they're gonna try Kendall. They do a lot of damage. I don't think this is gonna go too well, but we'll see. I'll probably have to fly off a lot just to what the heck? Oh, it's Muffin. I thought I can. Are you backing up? Oh, was that a baby? He definitely just spawned that thing. My bad. My bad, I didn't think it'd do that much. The amount of stamina this thing takes, look. To take off? To take off, that's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. You can take off like twice from like full stamina. Hold on, look. Ready? Like 3 times. Which is not good when you're trying to like air fight something that is like big and low to the ground, because unless you're like really good at air combat and like you usually do it, that's gonna so annoying. Like if you're like me and I hit the ground a lot when trying to get things that are low to it, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. He's coming in here to bite me. Let him waddle. Okay. It's the same tier as me. I think that looks like it has electricity though, and that's gonna shock me out of the air, I think, so. Yeah, that goes. Ah, yeah, that's what it is. Oh my gosh. Blinding. Oh, the blinding and the shock combo. I couldn't turn 25. Okay, so I got him pretty low. I think I would have won that if I hadn't gotten blinded. So that's not too bad. He just had like a lot of things that counter me. So I gotta be careful. I gotta try to make him use his shock when I'm not close enough. And then hopefully that'll make it a fair fight. Am I gonna be able to do this how I want to do it? Probably not, because I am not very good at this. His breath blinds me though, so that's a whole other problem. Try to juke him out of his shock. The higher my health is, the more damage I do, which means I really need to lock in. He's not using it, he's smart. It's just like not. It grabbed me. Look how slow. My goodness. He heals a lot faster than me as well. Not good for me. So your thing has to be like above 75 for first strike. Oh, that's oh my gosh, those are so like evenly matched, except not, because that thing has so much more stuff stacked against me than I have it against it. Because to do damage, I think this is really just meant for bigger creatures, because you need to bite over and over again, use that bite speed to get anything good out of this. Stack your stacks, and for smaller things, they can just fight back so easily. All right. Let me review this creature. Let me talk about this. I definitely see the vision. I 100% see the vision of what this is for, of what this is made for, of what this could be good at. That bite speed, those stacks, it's very good. That damage isn't bad either. Like just base damage wise, it's fine, especially with that bite cooldown, because we are super quick biters. I can see where it's good, but that stamina is just so bad. I don't really know why they made it that low. I don't think it was really needed to be that low for this creature. It's not exactly a super fast flyer. It is faster than I thought it would be, but they really didn't need to lower it down that much. I don't really understand what the thought process was behind that, but you know, whatever. That stamina and that health. That health definitely is not bad, but this creature needs to get a lot of hits in to really be effective for what it's made for. And to do that quickly, you need to face tank basically. Like you can dive in and out if you want, but you are not using that bite speed to your advantage. You can dive in and out with a 1 second bite speed and it would do the same thing that this is doing. So it feels like it's meant to kind of be like an ankle biter where you just kind of like get as many bites in and run, but it can't take a lot of hits to do that. The weight is really low. It is a flyer, but it's still low for a tier 4 flyer, and that makes its defensive just not good. The climber, I didn't really use much. I'm not sure how this would have changed if I had used it much, but honestly, I don't think it's very necessary for what it is because it is a flyer, but the growth time is great. I do like that. I did die a few times, so it's pretty good. I do wish the life leech was a little higher for the same reasons that I wish the health was a little higher, or maybe the weight for defense. You can't use your bite cooldown to its full abilities unless you're biting something that is just really big. And let's be real, a lot of the really big creatures have those defensive stats that you don't block. Like for example, Cald. I have a block burn, but it's only 30%, and Caldonus's burn defense is just crazy. Koras have that wing shredder, they have that tail whip, so you can't get behind them. I can only really think of a Geo being okay to try to get with this, but I don't know. It's just, this is intended for larger creatures. I can definitely see that because of those stacks and that bite speed. Very good for dealing damage to those big guys. That base damage is good enough to also kill smaller creatures like tier 3s and lower, because it is pretty high for what you are. So it can definitely be used as that. Tier 4s though, things on your tier are very hard for this creature to kind of combat, because usually they're not big because they're tier 4s. They're just on the larger side, but big enough to do a lot of damage, quick enough to turn quick. Like, you know, it's kind of your counter is the other tier 4s, and it's not good for that. I can definitely see potential in this. If you're good at air PvP and you're good at flyers, this can definitely be pretty good. But for a tier 4 flyer, its stats are low all around. They are pretty low. The weight is low. The damage is on the lower side. It's not bad. The health is the same way. The stamina is just god awful. I don't really know what they were thinking with that. And flight speed is on the low side for tier 4s as well. It's on the lower end compared to the other ones. Still not too bad, especially with that sprint multiplier. That definitely saves that flight speed. And enough of my yapping, let me get into the pros and cons. Some pros I would definitely say is that base damage. It's low, sure, but that bite speed paired with it definitely makes up for it. So I will put it as a yellow pro. It's not amazing or anything, but it's good with that bite cooldown. The growth time is very short. It's very nice to have short growth times, especially for creatures like this where you are more vulnerable. Your defense is pretty low. So if you do die, it's not that big of a problem. The fly speed I'll put as a yellow pro. It's definitely not good, but that multiplier kind of compensates for it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not terrible at all. It's not bad. I wouldn't even say it's bad. It's okay. The passive effects. The blocks are pretty helpful for what you are. I do wish they were a little bit higher just because your weight is so low. This is a tier 4 after all. Should be a little bit, I don't know. It should be able to take more punches than other things. The bleed and the poison attacks paired with that bite cooldown are great, fantastic. And your active abilities. I didn't really use ambush that much, but that ambush is very, very quick. So that is definitely a plus. And that life leech, although I do wish it was a little bit higher, maybe 30, 35, it's still always going to be helpful to have life leech, especially with this creature. I think they use that to kind of compensate for the health and how this creature is meant to be played, that being in front of somebody and putting in as many hits as you can and running off. So I think that life leech is a good addition to that. Some cons, I 100% say that stamina, it definitely needs to be higher. Its regen isn't terrible in the slightest, but that stamina is probably one of the lowest that any tier 4 flyers have. You can definitely feel it when you play this creature, especially when you're trying to air PvP, because you are likely going to run out of stamina before the other flyer does, and that is not good for you at all. So it's very, very questionable. That and the ambush. Our ambush is great, but again, our stamina is just not very good for that. Because if you ambush, you probably will not be able to launch off the ground more than once with that ambush. So it's very hard. You need to be very selective with how you do things because that stamina will punish you if you don't keep it in mind. That weight is very low. It is on the low side even for a tier 4 flyer. I wish it was higher because, again, how this creature is kind of made to be played, we don't have enough defense to really compensate for the hits that we are definitely going to take doing that, playing it that way. I do wish it was a little higher, maybe evened out with the rest of the flyers in the 3000s range, which most of tier 4 flyers are. I definitely do think that'd be nice, especially because our flight is a little slower than other tier 4s, so it doesn't really make sense to have it low like that, in my opinion, because usually if it's higher, that means your flight is lower, and it doesn't really trade off that way in this creature, which is confusing to me. And honestly, I think that's all I can really say about it. That's all I can really say for the pros and cons. Would I recommend playing this creature? I would recommend playing this creature if you're more experienced in this game, especially with flyers. This does seem like a difficult creature to get good at because your stats are so low. It does compensate with that bite cooldown and those effects, but you need to know what you're doing and you need to know how to manage your stamina for this to be as effective as it can be. So I wouldn't recommend this for newer players that are getting into flyers. It's not really rewarding to play as if you don't know what you're doing. Personally, I'm not good at flyers and it wasn't the most fun I could have playing a flyer. So yeah, I would just recommend this if you're good at flyers, if you like that type of play style, and if you think you can manage the low stamina and really make use of those stacks in that bite cooldown. Because I do think this could be a very good KOSer in that aspect, because it is crazy. That bite cooldown is just crazy, and those stacks are definitely not low, especially with that bite cooldown. So it definitely can be used as a good KOSer if you have it in the right hands. That being said, for plushies, I do definitely recommend a horned beetlefly. Its stamina is just really not it. I think they really need to kind of buff that a little bit. I understand that the stacks and stuff make it a little harder. It needs to be balanced out more, but yeah. I would suggest stamina plushies 100%, maybe damage plushies. Your movement speed isn't awful, definitely not. So maybe a void, that's a big maybe. It depends on how much you're willing to sacrifice for that. But of course, if you have any suggestions, you can always put that in the comment section and that will help plenty of people decide what plushies to put on this creature and what would be best for it. And personally, I do just wish that they would add a little bit more weight, definitely add a bit more stamina. And honestly, I think that would fix up the creature a lot more. Everything else is just kind of like, but if those things were added onto it, it would be perfectly fine. Just even out that weight with the other flyers, make it normal. It doesn't have to be good, just normal. And that stamina, it just needs to be at least 70. That's still on the low side for flyers, tier 4 flyers, but at least 70, because it's just, not good, not good. And yeah, I think that's it for my review for this creature. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is one of the creatures that have been requested for a very long time, so I hope that has satisfied some of you guys. Definitely don't hate it. Definitely not my style. Probably will not be playing this on my own, but it is a very cheap creature. You can get it for like 400 mush, 300, 400 mush in the trading realm right now. So if you do want to give it a try, you can always go look for one. Very easy to obtain. So just a reminder, I do have memberships for my channel now. You can get super cool icons, badges, stickers, and early access to my videos if you do subscribe to them. They are monthly payments like any other membership would be. And if you're not interested in that, I still want to thank you for watching this video. It does mean a lot to me. It does help push my content out, especially if you have liked, subscribed, or commented. Very helpful to me, and I do appreciate it a lot. And I think that is all. I hope you all have a good day or night. Bye bye.